Hello and welcome to the SHS YouTube channel, where we provide valuable information to business owners on relevant issues you face every day. Today, we're joined by Mark McClatchy of Paytech Trust to discuss 5 mistakes companies make when choosing a credit card processing partner. Hi, Mark. How are you?
I'm doing well, Stephen. Thank you for having me.
Well, welcome. Please share with our viewers who you are, who you work for, and how long you've been in the industry.
Well, I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you. My name is Mark McClatchy. I'm a business development officer with Paytech Trust. We are a credit card merchant services company. I've been in the industry for 11 years, and we service all different types of merchants from retail to professional to e-commerce.
That's great. Well, tell us, let's get right into it. What are the 5 mistakes?
Well, in a quick bullet point fashion, it's efficiency, security, rate, and then leasing and education, or rather a lack thereof, Stephen, to be honest with you. And kind of the first 3 mistakes are kind of comprised all into one. With efficiencies, a lot of organizations, either they have multiple locations or they're operating a multi-channel system that requires a seamless process, accurate reporting, and full insight, and an overall view of what's going on with the company at any given time. And the problem is a lot of organizations have disparate reporting, untethered systems, and a lack of visibility, which causes them to spend more human capital time in figuring that stuff out. So that can be a drain on the income. And then security, which is no new buzzword these days. I mean, just in 2020, we have 2 months left in the year. We've doubled the amount of breaches since 2019. So security is a big factor, and a lot of business owners don't focus on security and PCI. They know they have to take the annual assessment, but they just think, oh, that's something I have to do. And then what they hone in on, where the biggest mistake out of those 3 is, hey, what's my rate? Rate certainly matters, but a good rate, just like quality service, quite honestly, they're table stakes. You should expect those things, and most certainly you should receive them. The problem is those business owners, they focus on that shiny object and making rate the primary focus, where really it should fall below, efficiency and security, or certainly at least be in the mix with those two, and just not having a basic understanding of how my industry works, it lends to those mistakes. And then just real quickly, those last 2 on leasing, I don't have a big leasing practice. I rarely do it because of the nature of most of my businesses. But in some cases, leases make a lot of sense. In a lot of cases, they don't. Just make sure you understand the cost and the leasing terms before you ever sign a contract. And then lastly, Stephen, I'll end this, is education. It's partly on our fault in our industry. Unfortunately, a lot of companies in my industry aren't known to want to educate business owners to truly understand pricing and how to read their statements. Paytech Trust certainly isn't the only company out there that does it this way, but we're certainly one of the few who take the time to want to educate a business owner so they understand how their rates are affecting them, what their effective rate is, and are they on the right program, and are they secure? Because if they know those things, they'll make better decisions, whether they work with me or not.
So it sounds like relationship, number 1, allows you to learn, right, the company that you're working with, allows you to make sure that the system is integrated to the POS system, or creating efficiency so that you don't have to have, right, bookkeepers doing manual data entry, or having the owners have to sift through the statements at the end of every month to put in information into an accounting system or verify that things are done. So yeah. Relationship and education as to what there is. It sounds like, although rate is important, the difference in rate between somebody who provides the service and somebody who doesn't, and the relationship and the education, is pretty nominal.
Yep. I mean, because when you only look at rate, you fall in the category of looking at my industry as it's a pure commodity. And to be quite honest with you, there are some small retail businesses where it's only a small credit card machine, and they're at the edge of efficiency. They're as secure as they're going to be. So rate really is, the only factor. And there are cases like that. But in today's society, where Business is transacted in so many different ways over the phone, internet, computer, websites. Technology really matters and efficiency matters. So security and efficiency, much bigger game. I mean, considering all the breaches that have happened, you ask any one of those companies, they would have paid 10% probably higher on their rates if they could avoided any one of those breaches that cost them millions.
Sure. And at the end of the day, when we talk about a rate difference, we're not talking about anything that's significant. What we're really talking about is, someone like you with years of experience in the business offers that education. Working with Paytech Trust offers that technology, right? That connectivity that, a lot of other firms necessarily don't specialize in, since they tend to go after the low cost, low percentage. Right.
Yeah, the easier ones, the ones where it's pretty simple, where every processing company, no matter how big or small, they could do that kind of deal. That's where you kind of find that in the ones where you need a little bit of technology understanding and have the right partners to help you accomplish what you're trying to do. I mean, there's been tons of cases where we've worked with business owners where we've lowered their rate only nominally because they had a decent deal to begin with, but we were able to save anywhere between 25 to 40% in many of these cases because of the efficiency measures we've implemented and the security features where we're decreasing fraud and chargebacks, and which also caused them more human capital time because they have to check in on those stuff. So it kept adding the value of what we really do. So, I mean, it's just having an educated partner who's willing to sit down and go, let's understand what you're trying to do and where you're trying to go, instead of, hey, what's your rate?
So in the end, it's really about relationship and you understanding the business, understanding how you can help them and how you can create efficiencies. Well, Mark, I appreciate you sharing your knowledge today. It's greatly appreciated. You clearly are an expert in your field and always looking out for your client's best interest. Thank you again for joining us.
Thank you.